Mary.
Poppins, you came back.
I've come to look after the bank's children.
Us?
Oh, yes, you too.
But we don't need a nanny. We have grown up a good deal in the past year.
Well, we'll have to see what can be done about that. No, not yet.
Some people like to splash and play. Can you imagine that?
How did she do that?
One thing you should know about Mary Poppins. She never explains anything.
Perhaps we've learnt when day is done, some stuff and nonsense could be fun. Can you imagine that?
Everything is possible.
Even the impossible.
Are you sure this is quite safe?
Not in the slightest. Ready!
Disney's Mary Poppins Returns.
It is my great honor to introduce this evening's renowned guest. The one, the only, Mary Poppins!
Mary Poppins Returns really is the next chapter. The first film is a classic, one of Disney's most prized possessions. That character impacted people in such a big way.
And this film is not a remake of Mary Poppins, which I think is an impossible thing, but a sequel.
Morning, Jack.
Our film is set 25 years after the first film. The Banks children are now grown up, and Michael Banks has 3 children of his own.
And times are hard in London, and Michael is in danger of losing his home.
Come quick!
And in comes Mary Poppins
I was flying a kite and I got caught on a nanny.
to take care of the Banks family again.
What brings you here after all this time?
Same thing that brought me the first time. I've come to look after the Banks children.
Us?
Oh, yes, you too.
Emily Blunt is the perfect Mary Poppins. There would be no film without her.
It is a part she's born to play. She's got a great sense of comic timing.
Oh, pish posh.
She's just practically perfect in every way.
It is wonderful to see you.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
Let's roll.
I mean, the scale is huge.
I've never done a film on this scale before.
And playback.
The entire creative team have really taken painstaking measures to evoke that sense of childlike joy and wonder.
That's the thing about this movie. There's so much color and exuberance.
Don't we all need to be reminded of magic in life? We all need that. We all need a Mary Poppins in our life.
This experience will always hold a special place in my life because this is a film with great hope and spectacle, and it's moving. So I think it's a very important film to be making right now.
Ready, everyone?
Are you sure this is quite safe?
Not in the slightest. Ready!
I honestly can't remember why we kept most of this stuff to begin with.
Don't you remember that kite? We used to love flying that with Mother and Father.
Those days are long behind me.
That's why I live and breathe.
I was flying a kite and I got caught on a nanny.
Mary,
Poppins, you came back.
you seem hardly to have aged at all.
Really? One never discusses a woman's age, Michael. Would have hoped I taught you better.
What brings you here after all this time?
Same thing that brought me the first time. I've come to look after the Banks children.
Us?
Oh, yes, you too.
We're about to lose our home. Everything's fallen to pieces since your mother.
I miss Mother.
Nothing's gone forever, only out of place.
It's a good thing you come along when you did, Mary Poppins.
How'd you do that?
Do what?
So you've been off filling the children's heads with stuff and nonsense.
You've forgotten what it's like to be a child.
Anything is possible.
Even the impossible. Off we go. I received a call from Rob Marshall, and he left a very ceremonious, quite charged voicemail on my phone saying I had to call him. I was like, oh God, what is it? And he pitched me the idea of doing a sequel to Mary Poppins, and they wanted to do it with me, so I was blown away by the whole idea of it.
Mary Poppins was what opened my mind up in the world up to movies and magic and music. So doing a sequel to Mary Poppins, the first thing you think is gulp. But then you realize that there were 8 books altogether. There was a real sense that there's so much more story to be told.
It's really exciting. I mean, the chance to explore that world even more in this new original story with incredible, enchanting original music.
How'd you do that?
Do what?
It was pretty clear there was no one else that could play this role as brilliantly as Emily Blunt.
What brings you here after all this time?
Same thing that brought me the first time. I've come to look after the Banks children.
Us?
Oh yes, you too.
It's so wonderful, the soul of the movie. It's about the power of the imagination.
There's a real sense that we're part of something very special.
We all cared so deeply about the project because this is a film with great hope and spectacle, and it's moving. So I think it's a very important film to be making right now. Are we ready?
Ready.
Mary Poppins, it is wonderful to see you.
Yes, it is, isn't it?